Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today we are doing a video about Ninja. And obviously, as a lot of people know, Ninja came out. He is now accessible in the game. You get him by just logging in for 7 days total between now and I believe October. Otherwise, he will be gone. You won't be able to get him again. He's the Shadowkin faction, and he is a free legendary, which is just absolutely incredible. Please do not mind the gear. As some of you who watch my videos know, I'm still newer. I'm still trying to work the stats. So the stats, the gear, it's not going to be the greatest for him right now. But I'm just kind of wanting to check a couple things out today. And as you can see here, I do not have Ninja Ascended yet. Because with his Ascended ability, you get the increase of his attack and crit damage. And I'm kind of curious just to see how much of a difference that makes. So what I want to do is I just want to run a couple different modes with him unascended, and then those same ones with him ascended. So first stop is going to be Clan Boss. Now again, newer player, nothing super crazy going on here. And we're just going to see what happens here. So we're just going to throw in the normal team. Got Ninja here. And we're going to see what happens. I do think it's a really cool thing that they gave us a free legendary champion. I mean, they could have made him anything. They could have just made him a rare or an epic. But the fact that they made him a legendary and actually made him a very solid legendary is just a really cool thing for everybody. And he's definitely a champion. I mean, for a new player starting this game, he is going to be huge for their account. He's going to be able to put in so much work for them. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. And hopefully it'll help to bring some more players to the game and just increase the overall player base, which is never a bad thing. You can see here, he's not doing a ton. He's doing some, but nothing too crazy. Again, part of that is going to be me because I know I don't have him in the best gear. But he is doing a bit of damage, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens once we get him ascended. Because I did do one clan boss run earlier just to check him out, and I have done a couple of different dungeons just to see how it's looking. And it looks promising. Again, gearing him right is going to be the important thing. You definitely want speed, as with most. You want accuracy, crit rate, and crit damage. I've got some alright speed, some okay accuracy. I got him to the 100% crit rate. My crit damage is definitely low. So we'll definitely be on the lookout for some gear for that. But in the meantime, we're just going to make do with what we got. His ability, his Ascended ability will at least give us 25% additional when fighting something like this, a dungeon boss, a clan boss, something like that. So that will at least help make up a little bit of it. But hopefully, as we go, we'll just get more gear that will allow us to be okay. And I said, it seems to be going okay here. Just a little 17k crit. Again, I know he is a damage dealer, so hopefully it'll pick up over time. A little decreased defense there. You can never go wrong. This same team here, they put in about 9.4 million earlier. So they did that, so I'm hoping to get maybe in the general area, but obviously each run is different. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you get crit bad, sometimes you get an extra crit here and there. It is what it is. So we're doing okay. We're sitting in an alright spot. You can see we're up to 8.3. Stacking up some poisons. Altan with some big swings. Oh, man. Ursula coming up with the revive. Well, good news. We are going to pass what the total of earlier. We're going to pass that 9.4, which is totally fine by me. It was a clutch revive, I'm not going to lie. I thought that I'd be like, well, this is over, and then she hit that. So, hey, there we go. The team did cross 10 million, so that's awesome. Now, I'm not really as worried about the rest of the team. The numbers we're going to focus on are going to be ninjas. That's the part that we care the most about. So we take a look here. We can see Ninja put in about 3.6 million, almost 3.7 million damage. So I'd say overall that's pretty solid for, you know, just getting it started. So we are now going to go over to the dungeons. We're going to do a quick run at Dragon. I'm going to go down to 16 just to try to keep it a little bit on the lower side. Again, my teams are not perfect. They're not the fastest. Again, gear being a major issue. But we're going to try to get through it as best we can. The other things I do want to point out about my ninja are he does have his masteries. So we will be doing both these with full masteries. He is, however, not booked in any way right now, and he will not be booked. I unfortunately do not have books for him. So that is something to keep in mind, is that everything you're going to be seeing here as far as his damage, there is no change to his skills. I definitely will be working on that in the future, but books for me are hard to come by, so it might just take a little bit. Alright, let's see how everybody does against the dragon here. I'd say Ninja was just starting off with a little 8k crit there. And then after this, we're probably just going to run one more dungeon. Honestly, I think we're just going to go into an arcane. Again, just for some kind of level of control, so to speak. I also don't want to do anything too crazy, just because I don't want things to take too long, and I'm just trying to get a sense of how big a difference it is in his ability. Again, just a little 9k. Yep, almost got him done. And there he goes. So Ninja put in 319,000. Okay. And then, as I said, last thing we're going to do, we're just going to do an arcane keep here. We're just going to go to 16 here. I'm also going to make notes to make sure we go to the same one. We don't want to change our control or anything. That would not be good. So we got everything good to roll here. We're just going to throw in Deacon. We're going to keep the same team we do with Dragon there. Again, just for the sake of trying to keep everything as consistent as possible. I will say, overall, I like the look of the champion. I like his abilities. Again, I like that he is just a free champion. Now, granted, a lot of endgame players may not be in need of somebody like this because they already have very developed rosters. But for newer players, myself included, I'm only at about 54 days right now. A champion like this is awesome. Is to be a good champion that can cover a bit of everything. And is meant to excel at longer fights against bosses is just an excellent addition to the roster, especially one for free that, you know, didn't have to luck into or, you know, have to grind an insane amount of time. So definitely very pleased with this whole event. Also, we got the free gear, which included some 6-star legendary for me, which was incredible. I will never complain about getting some free gear as well. So overall, I personally think this was a win-win of an event. Also, for anybody that has not, do not forget to enter on the main screen the promo code NINJA for some free multi-plays and some free energy refills, among some other things. Definitely make sure that you get that. It's good for use one time. So if you have already redeemed it, you cannot redeem it again. But you will definitely want to make sure to use that. Because, again, you want to get all the free stuff you can if they're going to be throwing it out there for you. And I believe that code will... They make it sound like it is going to go away more on the soon side. So definitely want to take advantage of that. And looks like we've almost got them down. And there we go. So let's see, Ninja did about 230,000, so nothing too crazy. But again, we're just going to be comparing. All right, so now that we've kind of got a bit of a test here and a little bit of stable information, we are going to go over to the tavern. We're going to ascend. We should have just enough to get him up to 3. We are going to have to mix up some potions, though, unfortunately, but it's okay. Okay, and again, some potions. We gotta get one more, I think. Nope, we're good. Okay. And we have Ascended Ninja to 3 stars, which is wonderful. So now we do have access to his ability. So again, so the part we're going to look at for tonight is when fighting bosses, increases ninja's attack by 20% and crit damage by up to 100%, and then crit damage by 10% up to 25%. How this is done is each time an enemy is hit by all 3 of Ninja's other skills in a single round, it adds on to that. So we're going to go in. We are going to, actually, we're going to do it the same way we did it. So we'll go to Clan Boss, go to Hard here. We got the team, same team we did before. And here we go. So we aren't going to see any stacks until he gets to use all of his abilities. But hopefully we will see some difference. So again, Ninja did 3.6 million the last time. Now, obviously things can change. Yeah, they said, you know, maybe you don't get as high of a crit one time, or you get hit harder, you get killed sooner, something of that nature. That can definitely happen. But we're going to just hope for the best here. And just hope that he has a chance to shine, and hopefully we will see some difference. That is definitely my goal. Alright, so I believe I'm seeing a little bit of difference there with that last attack. I'll let you know here in a moment. That one didn't necessarily look... I saw one that looked a little bit higher than others. It can be kind of tough to tell because obviously there are also buffs coming off. I probably should have done one that did not... a team that didn't involve buffs. But again, at the same time, we are doing... the previous team had it, this team had it, so it's still going to be relatively constant. And I am seeing some higher attacks than I did before. Before, I felt like his numbers didn't really get below, above 20,000 at all. And now I am seeing numbers above 20,000. Which, again, it may not be necessarily a huge number, but it's still a step in the positive direction. So, definitely looking forward to see what kind of total numbers we get at the end of this. Oh, well, there's about a 39,000 from him. So that's awesome. Well, 30,000 with a decreased defense. Now again, of course, if I was to get him booked, obviously there would be some larger numbers too. But that will come in time. Because if he does put in the type of work that it seems like he's going to be capable of, I have no doubt that I'm going to want to book him up. Health's all nice and topped up. Little 35,000 hit there. Also, I know this is definitely going to be one of my longer videos because there's really no good way to shorten it up. And I did want to show the whole fight. I know I could just shorten down, show the end result, but I really did just want to show this, especially because his skill it's an escalating skill, though it scales up over time. So I wanted to show that part. I wanted to show exactly how it's scaling. So if you are looking at the screen, you can see the numbers building up. And I do think that's an important part to show, you know, okay, hey, it's not a instant thing, it's a gradual increase, but the longer the fight, the more Ninja has a chance to excel. So, alright, so here, he did come in at 3.6 again, so honestly that is the same number that was the last time. I did see some additional hits there, or some higher hits that I didn't the previous time. The team overall did die a little bit sooner than the first time, so that is, I'm going to say that is part of it, but that's okay. Because again, it's all just for testing, so I did see some higher hits. I seen him hit some 30 and 40,000 crits that were definitely not present the first time through. But here we're going to go into the arcane. We're going to go into the 16th stage again. That's what we did the previous time. And with this one last time, he did 230,000. So we're going to see if we can surpass 230,000 this time. And we're almost through the mobs. There we go. Alright, waves down onto the boss. And here's our spot where Ninja's gonna shine. As long as he doesn't die, because that would just be bad. Would not be the biggest fan in the world of that, I can tell you that much. Okay. Henchmen are down onto the main guy himself. Come on, Ninja. Let's see some good attacks here. Okay. The 14k. Now I will say this stage that I'm on is not going to overall do a bunch of justice to him, just because it's a quicker stage. He's not going to have as much health as something later on. But again, I mean, the video is already going to be pretty long. I didn't want to make it even longer by trying to sit through a longer stage. Looks like we are almost to the end here. And 243,000. So again, that one, it did go up. Not necessarily by a ton, again, because of the stage. But it did go up. And now, the last test, we're going to do the stage 16 of Dragon again. Now, his HP burn would definitely be working on a higher HP target. It would work a lot better. But we are going to work with what we've got here. Still overall useful, though. I mean, still very useful. Still going to work out great for so many players. And like I said, the fact that you can just put him into pretty much any area of the game and he'll work for it is just awesome. You need somebody for your clan boss, you need somebody for dragon, he'll work for spider, he'll work for fire knight. Maybe he wouldn't be the greatest necessarily for this, but he's gonna definitely work. It could be somebody such, if you say for example don't have like a cold heart or something, maybe for fire knight it could fill that damage dealing type role. And we'll see if he can get some damage in here. So last time we came here, he did 319,000. So we're going to see if he can beat 319,000 this time. Again, it may not work because of the lower health pools, but there's only one way to find out. Or the lower health pools, I meant to say. My apologies. I'm recording this video a little bit late, so... Oh, looks like we almost have the dragon down. Alright, so this one, 264,000. I will be honest, this one went down. But I don't believe that's Ninja's fault. I think Kale honestly just did more damage that round. But honestly, each one I'm seeing Ninja doing higher crits as everything goes. And that one was probably not the greatest because it's not going to go for a longer period of time. But it does still show, in general, that his attacks and his ascended ability will make a very large difference. So you definitely want to make sure to get him ascended to 3 stars at least as soon as possible to make sure that you could take advantage of his ability and kick some dungeon boss butt and climb boss butt. But that was the only thing I had today. So again, thank you, Raid, for the awesome legendary champion for free. Also, I personally think the design is really cool. I like the bow. I like the glow. It just looks great. But again, thank you very much. If you guys liked the video, please feel free to hit like. Feel free to hit subscribe if you enjoy the content I do put out. And there is also a link to my Twitch in the description. Feel free to come and watch me play Raid live over on Twitch as well. Thank you guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day.